Hello students, welcome to lecture number 24. Topic for today's session is Service System Design Matrix. I, Dr. Roon Prabhakar Devale, welcome you all. This is online lecture series for the subject Operations and Supply Chain Management. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Learning objectives for today's sessions are to know the basic concepts of service system design, to understand the types of service system design. We will start with Service System Design Matrix. The concept: service system, or typically called as customer service system, that is CSS. So, a service system is a configuration of technology and organizational networks designed to deliver services that satisfy the needs, wants, and aspiration of the customers. Service system is a term very frequently used in the service operations literature. While the term frequently appears, it is rarely defined. One recent definition of service system is a value co-production configuration of people, technology, internal and external service system connected via value propositions and shared information, that is, language, laws, measures, etc. A service system consists of elements. Example: people, facilities, tools, and computer programs that have a structure, that is, an organization, a behavior, that is, possibly described as a business purpose, and service system also consists of a purpose, that is, goal. A much simpler or more limited definition is that a service system is a work system that produces services. A work system is a system in which human participants and/or machine perform work. Work may be processes and activities, using information technology and other resources to produce products and services for internal or external customers. Customer contract is one of the primary criteria used to classify service operations and refers to the physical presence of the customers in the service system during the provision of the service. Service systems can be placed on a continuum that ranges from high customer contact to low customer contact during the creation of the service. The level of customer involvement in the creation of a service is also a dimension used to classify services. Customer involvement means the level of interaction the customer has with the service system, and the level to which the customers can actually affect the service delivery functional. Capacity intensity of service system also serves the basis of classification. The capital intensity of the service system ranges from low to high. Customer satisfaction is the most basic concept underlying total quality management, that is TQM. It is therefore of critical importance that the service system and the services it is designed to deliver satisfy the needs and wants of the organization's customers. Not only does one have to consider the implications on product design and how this affects the marketing, but it is also may very significant implications for the design of the service system. This illustrates the need to address interaction between the marketing and operations functions and to integrate these functions for the betterment of the organization of the firm. The environment in which a service organization operates will be instrumental in determining how the service system as well as the services themselves should be designed. Global service organizations must also appreciate and understand local customers, law, and culture to successfully operate internationally. Examples: pure services such as health centers and personal services represents the highest level of customer contact. Progressing down the continuum towards the low customer contact are mixed services such as branch offices of post office or manufacturing. Example: automobile assembly plants. When a client contracts with an architect to design a home, a relationship involving high customer involvement is created. On the other hand, a customer who has purchased an airline ticket has little opportunity for involvement in the service delivery or to impact how the service is going to be provided. Now we will learn design of service systems. Marketing, operations, and global environment consideration have significant implications for the design of a service system. Three criteria are used to classify service system that includes customer contact, capital intensity, and level of customer involvement. Properly designed service systems employ technology or organizational networks that can allow relatively inexperienced people to perform very sophisticated tasks quickly, vaulting them over normal learning curves delay. Service design is the activity of planning and organizing people, infrastructure, communication, and material components of a service in order to improve its quality and the interaction between service provider and its customers. Service design may function as a way to inform changes to an existing service or create a new service entirely. The purpose of service design methodologies is to establish best practices for designing services accordingly to both the needs of a customer and competencies and capabilities of service providers. It is a successful method of service design is employed, the service will be user-friendly and relevant to the customers while being sustainable and competitive for the service provider. This is a typical example of current hospital service system external view. So we can see patient's home, then he can come to through the ambulance to the hospital. Then you can watch the figure, you can pause the video and see the paper manufacturing, recycling plants, landfill, and other hospitals, family of the patients, and medical support manufacturing entirely associated with an hospital. Now we will see types of service design. Service system ranges from an individual person equipped with tools of the trade, example, architect or an entrepreneur, to a portion of a government agency or businesses, example, branch office of a post office or a bank, to complete multinational corporations and their information systems, examples, Domino's Pizza or Federal Express. Hospitals, universities, cities, and national governments are design service systems. Service design is an emerging discipline and an existing body of knowledge which can dramatically improve the productivity and quality of services. Service design provides a systematic and creative approach to number one, meeting the needs of the service organizations so that they may be competitive. Number two, meeting the rising expectations of customers regarding choice and quality. Number three, making use of technological revolution which has vastly expanded the possibilities of creating, delivering and consuming services. Number four, addressing the pressing environment, social and economical challenges of sustainability. Number five, fostering innovative social models and behaviors. Number six, sharing knowledge and learning. So, service design provides a systematic and creative approach for the above. Service design. This aims to create services that are useful, usable, desirable, efficient, and effective. It is human-centered approach that focuses on customer experience and the quality of services rendered as the key value for success. Service design is a holistic approach considering the integrated way of strategic, systematic, functional oriented, and touch point design decisions. It's a systematic and iterative functional that integrate user-oriented, team-based, and interdisciplinary approach and methods in learning cycles. So this was about service design system. This is the book Operations and Supply Chain Management of Simba Publication. In my next video, we will learn the important part that is service blueprinting. Learning outcome from today's session, we have learned the basic concepts of service system design. We have also seen the types of service design. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe and turn on the bell icon for further notifications. Thanks for watching this video. Keep learning, keep thinking. These are some references I have used to prepare this video.